DKG back again with another video, and talking about Crucible here right now. And we had in chat for a bit of interesting Crucible defenses, or just what defenses you're throwing in there. And we have seen an influx of Extreme in there, Unlimited. Most people in chat voted on that one right up there. That seems to throw in some very interesting wrenches with the Rogue Taunt or whatever, and getting it off a Gambit, and hopefully he gets the Raider part of it good, so once he drops, boom, he starts wrecking nerds. So room 1, it has that bonus in there. So using Extreme or Extreme with Rogue, Extreme with Dorm, Unlimited, you could try. It's old school, but it still does have some fun, but it is susceptible to new warriors, so maybe not. We've had some people in chat say, hey, too, you know, Black Order. I could see it doing some fun things, especially if they get below, especially if Corvus gets below 50% and he goes into stealth and then he slaps somebody with his ult. Could potentially knock somebody right out, so that could be an issue. So if you want to use them, you could. I have a very, very huge Black Order, as you can see, so it's kind of a little rough to go against, but I haven't used them in one, so I don't have any personal experience from it, but we've had people in chat say that this is what they have used or they've seen, and it's kind of rough, but it's mostly been the Extreme show in room 1. So if that's what you're going against, hey, it is what it is, but there are counters to it. APOC MOE, some have used MOE in Doom, some have tried to use Sus. They've attempted New Warriors, but it does fail. But you could try it if you have a massive New Warriors. It's entirely up to you, because hey, Gambit is the one that throws the wrench into all of this once he gets below 50%. It's pretty much a Gambit destroy you show, so please watch out for that. Room 2, the Mystic Room. It's kind of like a, I guess, whatever show. I don't really know. Most of the time you see Darkhold in here with Quicksilver or Dorm or something, and they could still get turned over by Tangled Web, which makes it a little rough to begin with, but hey, it is what it is. You could still do this. If you don't do as much damage as you can, they can actually take a turn or two and mess you up. That's the only issue with it, especially if they do get something off. They get the 20% drain, so they do get a couple of negative effects on you that are specific to that room. They get some drain attached to it, so they can be a little rough. And if you got a huge MILF or, you know, a huge Dorm, that could take a chunk out. So might want to make sure you're coming in with Tangled, Kestrel, Emma, Nova, or Doom or something to snap them off and get it going. Other than that, some people in chat did mention, I don't know why they would use Bifrost here, but people have said they've used it, I guess. That's what you got, you know, Bifrost with Dorm. It does trip up some people, because, you know, you figure, all right, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to lay them out, and that's it. And you can. Eternals can do it, but they got to be big enough to get the double tap. But if these guys snap off a little bit, or they decide to say, hey, you know what, take out Loki and throw in Valkyrie, la-di-da, now you're kind of screwed, because they're going to come back again anyway. Or somebody dies because they're coming back from Dorm, they're getting a whole bunch of buffs, and that's that could be a problem. So you might want to watch out for that. But these defenses, they could trip some people up, especially if it's a bigger Quicksilver as well. He could definitely snap off. If he does get to his ult eventually, it's not going to be a pretty sight. So you want to get rid of Quicksilver and MILF as quickly as possible in room 2. Room 3, Jesus. This one, just adding more positive effects, adding more negative. It's just like, come on, man. You really, it could be rough. And the #1 team that seems to throw people for just putting a wrench in whatever you're planning to do is Infinity Watch. You got a huge Infinity Watch, they're getting a load of buffs on spawn, and it's taking a while for them to drop out. So you want to try to bring in APOC, but what if you need it for a different room? What if you need APOC to help out here or help out there? Now you got to figure out where you're going to use them. So Infinity Watch in 3 makes a lot of sense. You could try Darkhold as well. Full Darkhold would probably be the best way to go. So that way, you get everything with them. You don't really like using them, but they get so many buffs, it's ridiculous. And it might help out. You could try using somebody else to help out, hopefully maybe Doom or something, and maybe he gets triggered, but I doubt it. Tangled Tangled Kestrel, Nova, and Emma take them out easily, but with the added buffs, I don't know. And trying to go against a big Infinity Watch is a slog, so efficiency is right down the tubes. So try to rethink how you're going to go with that. If you see one of them here, you need a big team and you need something with APOC. It's a definite here. It might screw up another room that you're going up against, but you need APOC to take out that safeguard. Once you got the safeguard, you can start flipping stuff right away, and then Affinity Watch could drop. Or you could bring in Superior 6. That goes ahead and nukes them just a little. You keep them slow, reduce their turn meter. You might be able to handle them a little bit, but still, they're still a slog here. Same thing. You could throw Superior 6 in here as well. They're a slog too, man. They're nuts in here with all the buffs that they get, and then you got to try to go up against them. And they're one of the premier Crucible teams, so it's hard to go against them with a lot of buffs. You got to come in. You got to rack nerds with something. APOC would probably be a definite here, along with Sus, because they get so many buffs here. Sus would take so many turns, and then you just got to bring in the others that could go ahead and keep up with them and knock some of them out. Chat's also saying they also had SD and Sus. Having SD here is you get a whole bunch of buffs on there, but you got Sus there in case they bring a Sus. Your Sus might help out too if they got too many buffs on that side, so it's kind of a toss-up. But SD does get a lot of buffs. This can be countered pretty well in room 3, but having Sus can throw it a little bit there, especially if he's built up a lot. He's built up 98, 100, whatever. He's got a lot of damage, and all he's got to do is reduce turn meter, and then the match goes in a totally different direction. You can't reduce their turn meter right away from Sus unless that stuff gets flipped. So trying to look and see how you're going to do it with the Sus on your side, you got to really think about it, because it can be a little rough with this team. So please plan it out, especially if you got to use APOC or something here, and you need APOC somewhere else, or you need Sus here, but you definitely need him somewhere else. Kind of a toss-up now. So Crucible is becoming, where are you going to use this team, or how many places you could place a team to where you got to use a counter somewhere else, where you could have used them here, or you have to use them here, and now you can't use there. And hopefully you got something else that can handle it. But I'm enjoying CC. It's going to be week... it's going to be week 3, and it's going to be pretty freaking fun. So let's see where it goes. Let's see how much fun this is. If you got any, just leave any comments down below. We'll go ahead and take those into effect. But these are the first 3 rooms we're going to go over. We'll make another video for 4, 5, and 6. But these are some defenses that people are seeing and how to counter them. They're not... Some of them are very rough. Some of them are very easy. But it's up to y'all. But they they seem to have very high potential to just destroy somebody or keep them at a slog. You want to destroy their efficiency, and that's the best thing for it. You want to... This is efficiency based season now. Crucible is really getting efficiency based, which I like, and it seems to be fun. But hey, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to do that. Just push the buttons down below. It's not that, it's just really quick. And hey, check us out on Twitch too if you want. Just hit us up. We're down there with chat doing some fun things. But until then, ZKG rolling out.